That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. M.C.M.A.H.O.N. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down. After one, it's 9-0.
That's the end of the first quarter. Let's go. Saints, nothing.
Staying on the ground on first with M.C.M.A.H.O.N. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here we go. 4-8. Mark 27. Run your job.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Let's get off the field. Hey, 47, 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Now a first down carry. It's M.C.M.A.H.O.N. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with M.C.M.A.H.O.N. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Ready. Yellow weighty, yellow weighty.
I got one.
0-2.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Let's go, defense. Swear, hey.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking deep and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Hey, easy.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll run out of the gun with M.C.M.A.H.O.N. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Breeze. It's caught. Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
95-56. Let's get that. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Everybody, kill.
First down, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Cooper was the intended target. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. M.C.M.A.H.O.N marches in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Hey, kill. Bravo.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Prescott now from the 50. High throw, but the catch is made. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4th down, Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for M.C.M.A.H.O.N. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze being chased out left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be third down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, Prescott again. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Kill.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Here's Prescott, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. A busy night continues for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Brees going to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
21.
The Saints do snap it. It's Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Brees. It's caught. Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 39 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check three.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. 34 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Prescott to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lightning speed that time from the corner. M.C.M.A.H.O.N. Lattimore getting the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Prescott to throw on 4th. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you know.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. As his guys are back. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go back at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cowboys, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.